So for these two faults to be simulated, we need to give the inputs at different times. Now we look into how do we implement these faults in simulation. सिमुलेशन के लिए तुम्हें कोई हार्डवेयर डिस्क्रिप्टिव लैंग्वेज यूज करनी पड़ेगी. यू मे हैव स्टडीड वेरीलॉग एंड वेरीलॉग तो कर ही रहे हो, पहले भी किया है, एंड यू मे नो VHDL एज वेल. So for simulation we'll use either of the two languages where you will define your circuit, right? उस circuit को run कराने के लिए you need to provide the inputs, right? This is the input. जो input provide कराने के लिए either you give it as manual 0-1 values देते हो, या फिर you write test benches to input these vectors, right? Now we look into how exactly do we simulate. The circuit that we are going to consider is this one only: an AND gate, a NOR gate, OR gate, and an inverter. 3 logic gates are used. So this is the basic circuit. एक मेरा AND gate हो गया A1, एक OR gate हो गया O1, एक NOT gate हो गया N1. I am required to consider 2 faults for the time being: C stuck at 0, F stuck at 1. ठीक है. पिछले केस में हमने क्या किया, अगर मुझे C stuck at 0 आइडेंटिफाई करना था, सो आई एंश्योर्ड कि एट t इक्वल टू t1 पहले टाइम पीरियड पे व्हाट शुड बी द वैल्यू फॉर a का जो वेव फॉर्म में इनपुट दूंगी उसका वैल्यू कितना होना चाहिए, 1, राइट? b का इनपुट कितना होना चाहिए, b का इनपुट कितना होगा t इक्वल टू t1? Look at the vector. Are you able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at the circuit. ये मेरा इनपुट वेक्टर है 1 1 1, जो जैसे तुम वेव देते हो ना कि a के लिए मेरा वैल्यू पहले टाइम पीरियड के लिए 1 होना चाहिए, दूसरे के लिए भी 1 होना चाहिए, तीसरे के लिए भी 1 होना चाहिए. आई एम सिमुलेटिंग इट फॉर 3 टाइम पीरियड्स. ऐसे ही b वेव के लिए, b के लिए क्या वेव होना चाहिए, b का इनपुट वेक्टर मेरा ये है, तो इसका मतलब एट t इक्वल टू t1 द वैल्यू शुड बी 1, एट t इक्वल टू t2 the value should be 1, and t equal to t3 the value should again be 1. तो ये मेरा टाइम पीरियड हो गया t1, ये हो गया t2, ये हो गया t3. तो b का वैल्यू कितना होना चाहिए, 1 1 1, राइट? these are my inputs. Now I need to specify कि c पर एक stuck at 0 fault आना चाहिए, but that c stuck at 0 should be simulated during the time interval t2, because this bit represents the circuit with C stuck at 0. C stuck at 0 means C का value 0 हो जाना चाहिए at time interval t2. But what should its value be for time t1 and t3? B की जो value आ रही थी वही C में जा रही है. It is a fan out. तो B की जो value आ रही है वही normally C में जाएगी until unless there is a fault C stuck at 0. तो C का जो मेरा इनपुट है, C का वैल्यू जो है वो मैं चेंज करूंगी एट इंटरवल t2 एंड आई विल पुट दिस वैल्यू टू 0 to ensure that I am getting a C stuck at 0 for simulation at time t equal to t2. But at this time और कोई फॉल्ट नहीं होना चाहिए, एट अ टाइम एक ही फॉल्ट होना चाहिए सर्किट में. ठीक है. सो D will remain as it is because B is passed on to D. तो पहला वैल्यू एज इट इज, दूसरा वैल्यू एज इट इज फ्रॉम B टू D. नाउ इन्वर्जन हो जाना चाहिए, तो 1 का 0 हो जाएगा एट t इक्वल टू t1, इस 1 का एट t इक्वल टू t2 भी 0 हो जाएगा. सो द वैल्यू फॉर F विल बी गिवन एज 0 0. ठीक है. दिस वैल्यू इज ट्रांसफर्ड फर्दर टू OR गेट ऐसे ही यहाँ E पे क्या आएगा? A is transmitted as 1 at T1, 1 at T2. C is transmitted as 1 at T1, 0 at T2. So what should be the logical AND for this input? It would be 1 for T equal to T1 and 0 equal to 0 for T equal to T2. Right? Now I will OR this logic 1 0 and 0 0. So I will get this 1 and 0. Okay? This is up to time T2. Now at time T3 another fault needs to be simulated. At a time एक fault हो रहा है एक circuit में. Now for time T3 this bit 2 represents the circuit with F stuck at 1. No other fault. तो इसका मतलब A 1 1 1 ही है, B भी 1 1 1 है. This value at T equal to T3, 1 for A, 1 for B gets passed on to C. तो T equal to T3 पर 1 आ गया because now the fault C stuck at 0 is not considered. Instead, my F should be stuck at 1, which ideally should have been 0. Now it is changed to 1 for T equal to T3 interval. ठीक है? This is one way of simulation. You are giving the inputs for every net, right, in your test bench. The other way is to modify the circuit. The advantage that we get here is that we need to describe the circuit as one only. It will have only one AND gate, it will have only one OR gate, and it will have only one NOT gate every time. We are just changing the value of the test vector. Okay? The second case is we add certain description to the circuit so that I can simulate the stuck at fault. अगर मुझे stuck at fault, stuck at 0 लगाना है, so for this stuck at 0 fault, if I use the AND logic, AND puts one of input equal to 0, then I am sure कि मेरा output of this AND will always be equal to 0. तो अगर मुझे किसी सर्किट में stuck at 0 fault implement करना है, so I'll add an AND gate such that one of the input is put equal to 0. Then I am sure कि output of this AND gate will always be 0. Right? I have modified my circuit. I have added something to my circuit. ऐसे ही अगर मुझे stuck at 1 fault implement करना है, stuck at 1 means output should be always given as 1. So what I will do is I will add an OR gate and put its input equal to 1, otherwise 0. अगर ये fault simulate करना है stuck at 1, तो input of this OR gate, एक input should be set equal to 1. तो अब दूसरा input कुछ भी आ रहा हो, the output will always be 1. अगर ये fault नहीं exist कर रहा है, then I put it as 0. So basically I am doing the same thing. Here, look here. A is 111, B is 111, C goes to 101 and F goes to 001. The same thing here. A is 111, B is 111, C is observed as 101 and F is also observed as 001. Only the thing that I have changed is the way I need to describe my circuit. Now I have added certain logic gates. ठीक है? This is what we are basically doing for DFT, design for testability. इस fault को test करने के लिए I have added one AND gate, right? इस fault को test करने के लिए I have added one OR gate. ऐसे ही मैं और जगह भी AND gate OR gate implement कर सकती हूँ so that I have to check that particular fault. ठीक है? If we quickly look at the implementation or how this works, again at T equal to T1 interval, पहला bit, T equal to T2, second bit. For interval T equal to T3, I am talking about the third bit. all three bits are given input as 1. So A equal to 111, B equal to 111. But now this AND gate, which has to simulate C stuck at 0, this should give, I should give one of the input as 0. C stuck at 0 कब चाहिए मुझे? In the second bit, that is bit 1. तो bit 1 में the input goes to 0, else it is 1. तो अगर ये फॉल्ट मुझे सिमुलेट नहीं करना है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल फॉर द फॉल्ट फ्री सर्किट के लिए क्या होना चाहिए? जो B है वही मुझे यहाँ पर मिलना चाहिए एट दिस इनपुट ऑफ माई AND gate. How will I ensure that this input, the extra input to this extra AND gate, I put it to 1 for time interval t1. अब B भी 1 मिल रहा है, the other input is also 1, so I am sure that the output of this additional AND gate will be 1, which is by default correct. ठीक है, तो मैंने AND gate तो लगाया है, लेकिन इसका इफेक्ट तब नहीं कंसिडर कर रहे हैं हम when we are using or simulating the fault free circuit. ठीक है, so now my input becomes 101 to this additional wire, which I may call H. So this becomes another input vector now. ठीक है, for wire H. Fine. Is it clear what we are doing? Any problem? No problem. Okay, so now who will explain why I have input for this wire as 001? There are 31 people. Anyone? Chaitanya?
Ma'am, because it will detect one, because the other two inputs are 0 in the D part.
In the D part?
I mean in the F, the 000 input is given, so, and
basically, so okay, Ayushi, basically what we are doing is, ये हमने OR gate implement किया है, which has to implement a fault F stuck at 1. तो जब मुझे ये fault implement करना है तब तो मैं इसका input 1 चाहती हूँ, ताकि यहाँ पे एक 1 आते ही I am sure that the output of this OR gate will always be 1. But if I do not want this fault to be simulated, it means for these 2 bits. In that case, I should ensure that the input to this part is 0. So that जो भी यहाँ पर मेरा value आ रहा है, it is passed on as it is. अगर यहाँ पर मेरा 0 आएगा तो logically 0 और 0 is 0. अगर यहाँ पर मेरा 1 आएगा तो logically 1 और 0 is 1. So the value will be passed on as if this gate does not exist. But if this fault needs to be simulated, I put the value at input as 1, so that whatever be this input, चाहे 0 हो चाहे 1 हो, the output will always be 1. So the fault F stuck at 1 needs to be simulated at bit 2, whereas this need not exist for bit 0 and bit 1. Therefore, bit 0 is 0, bit 1 is also 0, but bit 2 is set to 1. ठीक है, अब मेरा ये अलग इनपुट बन गए, एडिशनल इनपुट्स बन गए. पहले मेरे सर्किट के केवल 2 इनपुट थे, A एंड B. अभी I have 2 more inputs, H and I. Right? As compared to the previous case, यहाँ पे मेरे कोई additional inputs नहीं थे, but I am always overwriting the values at the internal nets. C की वैल्यू डिफाइन कर रही हूँ, इट शुड बी 101. D की वैल्यू डिफाइन कर रही हूँ दैट इट शुड बी 111. राइट, दिस इज प्रैक्टिकली नॉट पॉसिबल बिकॉज आपके बहुत, ये तो छोटा सा सर्किट है, जब बहुत बड़ा सर्किट होगा तो हर वैल्यू, हर नेट की वैल्यू को आपको पहले एनालाइज करना पड़ेगा. व्हाट शुड बी इट्स वैल्यू एंड व्हाट शुड बी द न्यू वैल्यू फॉर द फॉल्ट टू बी सिमुलेटेड. This problem will be eliminated by simply addition of two more inputs, but now I can provide the test vector from output from my test bench. I can give this input 101 at H as input. ऐसे 001 becomes input at wire I. So instead of two test vectors, two inputs A and B, I have three inputs now, A, B, H and I. तो आप अपने टेस्ट बेंच में स्पेसिफाई द वैल्यू ऑफ ए कि 10 मिली सेकेंड के लिए वो 1 होना चाहिए, फॉर नेक्स्ट 10 मिली सेकेंड इट शुड बी 1, फॉर द नेक्स्ट 10 मिली सेकेंड इट शुड बी 1. सिमिलरली फॉर बी, 10 मिली सेकेंड के लिए 1, अनदर 10 मिली सेकेंड के लिए 1 एंड फॉलोड बाय अनदर 1 फॉर 10 मिली सेकेंड. बट एच का वैल्यू इनपुट क्या होना चाहिए? 1 फॉर द फर्स्ट 10 मिली सेकेंड, 0 for the next 10 millisecond and 1 for another 10 millisecond. So now my waveform will look like this for H. For B it will be all 0, for A all 1. A it will be all 1. What about I? I का wave कैसा होगा? Initially 0, 0, then 1. So 2 zeros followed by 1. So this becomes your input to the terminals A, B, H and I. Now you can correlate with the Verilog thing that you are doing. You have a circuit description. आपका एक AND गेट है, OR गेट है, आपने एक additional AND लगाया, एक additional OR लगाया and you have 4 inputs now. So test bench में आप input specify करते हो. So you will do the same thing. ठीक है, but now you have modified your circuit design to test the fault. ठीक है, is it okay? Now using these additional gates you can analyze the circuit. Initially 1, 1, 1 for A, 1, 1, 1 for B, which goes into an additional AND gate with the other input as 1, 0, 1. So logically 1, 1, 1 और 1, 0, 1 का AND करेंगे तो कितना आएगा? 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 is 1. So the output of this is 1, 0, 1, which will be simulated by this A1 logically AND. So the output of E is 1, 0, 1. Right? Moving towards the other side of the circuit, 1, 1, 1 अगर मेरा B का value है, this goes as input at D. So D का value at any time is 1, 1, 1, which is inverted by this inverter and gives me the value 0, 0, 0. This gets logically ORed with the input 0, 0, 1. Right? 0, 0, 1 or 0, 0, 0. इसका logical OR करो. The output will be 0, 0, 1. ठीक है? Now I have 1, 0, 1 here and 0, 0, 1 for this OR gate O1. So the output is 1, 0, 1. So what does this indicate? This indicates that C stuck at 0 is detected, but this circuit is not able to detect F stuck at 1. This fault is not detected. क्यों detected नहीं है? Because the first bit gives you the output for fault free circuit. ठीक है? Output for fault free circuit is 1. अगर एक stuck at fault है, C stuck at 0 है, then the output changes. It means the two output do not match and we say this fault is detected. कि 1 की जगह अगर output 0 आ रहा है, then this may be the fault. But for F stuck at 1, which is analyzed at bit 2, the output comes out to be same as fault free circuit. So we will not be able to detect this fault. Right? Is it clear? Another way of implementing the same thing. यहाँ पे problem क्या हुआ? I had to modify my circuit. 3 लॉजिक गेट्स थे सर्किट में, लेकिन मेरे को 2 और ऐड करने पड़े फॉर द 2 फॉल्ट्स टू बी सिमुलेटेड. तो अगर मुझे n फॉल्ट्स नीड टू बी सिमुलेटेड, आई नीड टू ऐड n नंबर ऑफ एडिशनल लॉजिक गेट्स एंड आई विल ऐड n नंबर ऑफ इनपुट्स फॉर दैट. राइट? हाउ टू अवॉइड दैट? To avoid that, we associate two vectors mz and mo at every line of the circuit. Right? Every line means जो ये lines हैं A, B, C, D, E, F, G, हर line के लिए I specify 2 more vectors mz and mo such that the output for each line will be given by this expression. Any line with the actual value z gets AND with mz value, finally ORed with mo value, so that the new value on the line is given as z dash. Z dash is z and mz or m naught. This is required to ensure कि अगर मेरा कोई fault है, that fault is simulated, else the value is passed on to the line as it is. For that we need to specify this mz and mo. mz, mo कैसे specify करते हैं? If I have to simulate a fault-free circuit, then हर line के लिए उसका mz I set at 1. And mo I set at 0. ठीक है? अगर किसी लाइन पर मुझे stuck at 0 fault implement करना है, to implement this stuck at 0 fault, I should put mz as 0 and mo as 0 as well, so that I ensure that the value on the line is always 0. कैसे 0 होगा? Due to this expression. Z कुछ भी हो, इसको अगर मैं लॉजिक 0 से एंड करूंगी, दिस वैल्यू विल ऑलवेज बी 0. इस 0 को मुझे और करना है m नॉट से. सो लॉजिक 0 और लॉजिक 0, दिस एंश्योर्स दैट द आउटपुट विल रिमेन 0. ठीक है? तो स्टक एट 0 फॉल्ट इंप्लीमेंट हो गया बिना किसी एडिशनल गेट के. सिर्फ 2 हमने वैल्यूज ऐड करी, mz एंड mo. अगर मुझे stuck at 1 इंप्लीमेंट करना है, so what will I do? And जिससे करना है यानी mz and mo, ये दोनों मैं 1 पुट कर दूंगी. उससे फायदा क्या होगा? लेट्स चेक. व्हाट शुड बी z डैश? जो भी एक्चुअल वैल्यू आया z and 1, what should be the output of this AND gate? It should be z only. अगर z इक्वल टू 0 है तो 0 आ जाएगा इसका लॉजिकल आउटपुट. अगर z इक्वल टू 1 है तो इसका लॉजिकल आउटपुट 1 आ जाएगा. इसका मतलब द वैल्यू ऑफ z इज पास्ड ऑन एज इट इज. नाउ दिस इज ऑर्ड विथ 1, z or 1. This ensures that the output will always be equal to 1. So if I set mz as 1 and mo as 1 at any line ci, I ensure that the value at that line is always equal to 1. ठीक है? फॉल्ट फ्री सर्किट में mz इक्वल टू 1 और mo इक्वल टू 1 से क्या होगा? z dash will be given as z and 1. लॉजिकली इसका आउटपुट क्या होगा? z. Whatever be the value of z, that will be given at output of this AND gate. Or it with mo, which is 0. So again, what do I get at the output? Z itself. अगर z का वैल्यू 0 है तो 0 और 0 0 हो जाएगा. अगर z का वैल्यू 1 है तो 1 और 0 1 हो जाएगा. Therefore, the output on the line z dash will always be equal to z if I put mz equal to 1 and mo equal to 0. ठीक है, this will be done whenever I need a fault-free version of the circuit, or there is a faulty circuit but the fault on CI is not there. किसी और लाइन पर है fault लेकिन CI पर नहीं है. So how do we implement this? The steps are written over here, which we will explain, understand with the help of circuit in the next slide. The first thing is, depending upon the fault to be simulated, determine the value of MZ and MO for each line. Okay? Find the actual value at the line. Modify the value using the expression Z bar equal to Z and MZ or MO. And finally compare the outputs. If the faulty output is same as fault-free output, it means that particular fault is not detected. But if it is different, we say that this particular fault will be detected. Now, how to work on this? The same circuit again. AND gate है, NOT gate है, और एक OR gate है. The word is 5-bit word. इस 5-bit word में the first bit will represent कि there is no fault. The second bit represents that C is stuck at 0. This point is stuck at 0. The next fault parallelly to be simulated is F stuck at 0. Yani I have a fault to be simulated, F stuck at 0. This is stuck at 0. The next bit will analyze it for E stuck at 0. So E is here. So E stuck at 0. And finally E stuck at 1 as well. Right? Now I have how many wires? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So for every wire, every line, I have to find the value of MZ and MO. Let us find the value for MZ and MO. कितने bit के होने चाहिए? 5 bit का होना चाहिए. Because my word length is 5 bit. Every time I have to find Z bar using this expression. So I should have 5 bit of MZ, 5 bit of MO. Let's talk about line A. Line A के लिए, for the first bit, I need to simulate a circuit which has no fault. So look here. If my circuit has no fault, if the circuit is fault free, MZ should be 1, MO should be equal to 0. So I put this condition here. For the first bit where no fault is required to be simulated, line A should read MZ as 1 and MO as 0. ठीक है? What should be the next bit for line A? Next bit should implement C stuck at 0. तो इनमें से कौन सा केस कंसिडर होगा? Let's say case 1, case 2 and case 3. Which case will be considered? For fault C stuck at 0. And you need to find the value for line A.
On case 2.
नहीं, case 2 तो कह रहा है कि the wire is stuck at 0. मैं किस वायर के लिए एनालाइज कर रही हूँ अभी? A के लिए, राइट? पर फॉल्ट किस पर है? C पर. ठीक है? I am trying to find the value of MZ and MO for line A. लेकिन बिट किस पे कह रहा है फॉल्ट होना चाहिए? लाइन C पर. So look at the first case. Faulty circuit तो है, लेकिन fault is not located at A, but it is located at C. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
So what should be the value? इस केस के लिए fault is located at some other line than A. So MZ should be 1, MO should be 1. So the second bit should be 1 MZ and 0 for MO. What about the third bit? Third bit will analyze wire F or line F is stuck at 0. I should write the cases here. केस 1 फॉल्ट फ्री या फॉल्ट एट अदर लाइन। तो mz का वैल्यू 1 होना चाहिए, mo का वैल्यू 0 होना चाहिए। For the line under consideration, if it is stuck at 0, then the value should be 0 0, and case 3, for the line under consideration, if it is stuck at 1, the value should be 1 1. Now what should be the third bit for line A? Third bit, analyze fault at F. It means fault at any other line, because we are right now analyzing line A. तो इस केस के लिए mz should be 1, mo should be 0. So again 1 0. Fourth and fifth bit, analyze the fault at line E, which is again case 1, fault at other line. So the value of mz should be equal to 1 1 for both the cases and 0 0 for mo. Is it okay? Quickly try to find the mz and mo for line B. Utkarsh. Try to find. What should be the first bit for line B? हम line B की बात कर रहे हैं, and the first bit represents no fault. No fault means fault free circuit, जिसके लिए mz 1 होना चाहिए, mo should be 0. So the first bit will be 1 0. The second bit represents the fault at line C, which is other than line B under consideration. It means again case 1 part 2. There is a fault but some other line. So again mz should be 1, mo should be 0. Similar will be the case for the next 3 bits, because the error or the fault is at any other line. F line पर है या E line पर है. So my mz should be this and mo should be this. Now we need to consider for line C. The first bit represents no fault. Therefore mz should be 1, mo should be 0. But now look, the second bit needs to represent that the line under consideration C is stuck at 0. I am considering C line only, and C is to be implemented with stuck at 0 fault. So what should be the value of mz and mo? What should be the case? This case, case 2. The line under consideration has to be stuck at 0. If so, my mz should be 0 and mo should also be 0. So the second bit mz is 0 and mo is also 0. For the next 3 bits, the fault exists in the circuit but on any other line. So fault on other line, case 1. So mz should be 1 and mo should be 0. ठीक है? D के लिए all 1 होना चाहिए for mz, all 0 for mo, because there is no fault which is simulated at D. ठीक है, तो all 1 all 0. E के लिए पहले no fault, it means the पहला bit is 1 0. Sorry. C is stuck at 0, so fault at any other line. So the value should again be 1 0. Third bit is F stuck at 0. So again fault at any other line. So 1 0. Now E stuck at 0 for the fourth bit. E stuck at 0 means the line under consideration is stuck at 0. So the value should be 0 0. So the value should be 0 0. For E stuck at 1, case 3. The line under consideration is stuck at 1. So mz should be 1, mo should be 1. So mz is 1, mo is also 1. This gives me the vector mz and mo for E line. ऐसे ही F के लिए पहले 2 केसेस में 1 0, Then for bit 3, F is stuck at 0. So MZ is 0, MO is 0. For the next 2 bit, the fault is at any other line. So it is again 1, 1 and 0, 0 respectively. ठीक है? G के लिए all ones here because fault is either on some other line or the circuit is non-faulty. So this become my vector MZ and MO respectively. Now I will start analyzing my circuit using these values of MZ and MO. Now, let us assume that the 5-bit input to A is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and B is also all 1. Now, keep this in mind. What should be the step? The step is identify what is the actual value Z. Then use this logical expression along with MZ and MO to find the new value of Z dash which needs to be propagated in the circuit. ठीक है? Line A as it is रहेगा सब कुछ because A की actual value क्या है? Initially 1, 1 and 1 or 0. The value is passed as it is. No fault. C is stuck at 0. Again, the first case, the value will be passed as it is. So A की सारी values will be 1. B की भी सारी values equal to 1. ठीक? Let us come to wire C. Wire C की actual value क्या होनी चाहिए? जो B की value है वही pass on होनी चाहिए. So the actual value should have been 5 ones. Now use the expression to identify the new value using MZ and MO with this expression. Z is all 1, 5-bit 1. Logical OR karo, logical AND 5-bit 1 and with 1 0 1 1 1. So it will be 1 0 1 1 1. Then OR it with M naught. M naught is all 0. कितना आएगा वैल्यू? 1 0 1 1 1. So I began with the actual value of C as this for the fault free circuit, but due to the fault that is analyzed at bit 3, the value bit 2, the value is given as 1 0 1 1. So the new value that I need to consider will be 1 0 1 1. So instead of this I should get use this value as the new value. Okay, give it a try and find out which of these faults your circuit will be able to detect. Find the actual value of D. Use this expression to find what is the new value of D. That new value needs to be passed on to F and see कि वो new value की वजह से F क्या होगा. Then use the vectors MZ and MO for F and determine F dash. ठीक है? This I say this is C actually, this is C dash. So E determine करने के लिए आप क्या करोगे? A and C dash now. इससे मुझे E मिलेगा. Now use this E to find E dash. ऐसे ही F D से D dash निकालो. Using the vectors for D, F is nothing but D dash का बार inverted, right? इससे F dash निकालो. यहाँ पर अब मुझे मिलेगा E dash F dash. Use it to find out G, which is E dash or F dash. Then analyze it to find what is G dash and determine which faults can be detected. We'll continue with this in the next class tomorrow.
Excuse me मैम.
हाँ बेटा.
मैम यहाँ पे C में फॉल्ट मतलब डिटेक्ट हो गया ना, क्योंकि अलग है दोनों वैल्यूज.
C में अभी हमें नहीं पता चला ना. You will analyze it till G, then only you will be able to find out कि फॉल्ट डिटेक्ट हो रहा है या नहीं.
अच्छा, मतलब फाइनल जो
ये तो हमने इम्प्लीमेंट किया है अभी वायर में फॉल्ट. वो डिटेक्ट हो रहा है या नहीं वो तो हमें आउटपुट से ही पता चलेगा ना. अगर आउटपुट मिसमैच होगा तभी डिटेक्ट होगा.
ओके.
ठीक है. ओके. That is all for today. You may leave.